Hi, I'm here at the Gwinnett Center International Film Festival, first annual, here with Kevin Powers. My name is Donna Sanchez. I was one of the guest moderators for this star-studded event. And Kevin, just tell us a little bit about the festival and how it came about.
Okay, well, the film festival is something that, or a film festival in general, is something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. I've been a part of 3 other bigger film festivals. They were both niche market. One was, or 2 of them were horror film festivals, 2 different ones. And then I did one of nothing but shorts. And then I worked as like a volunteer on the Rome International Film Festival. So having done 4 film festivals, I decided that it was something I loved to do. I'd love to put together my own, but that was 8 years ago, and now 8 years later, I was given the opportunity to put one together, and I decided to do an international film festival.
So great.
Yeah, because I love all types of films, I wanted to have a film festival that incorporated all types of films.
Okay, so there were a few films from other countries. What are some of the regions that some of the international films are from?
Yeah, well, we had a couple films from Iran and Lebanon, Brazil, Mexico, several from Italy, and what else did we have? And we have films from all over the U.S. as well.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Tell me about sponsorship, some of the local sponsors that were involved in making this event happen.
Well, our presenting sponsor was Brand Bank, but we also had Gwinnett Daily Post as our media sponsor, and we had several other sponsors that came in and helped us out. We were trying to get we were trying to get as much sponsorship as we could.
Right.
But our ideal was to get enough sponsors to cover our marketing budget, because that's the one thing we all know, it costs a lot for anything related to the arts, is marketing. So we wanted to get enough money to cover the marketing aspect of a film festival, because if you don't build it, they won't come.
Okay, and you're also the program director here at the center, or you're in charge of PAC?
I am the tech services supervisor, which means I kind of run the entertainment division of the building. We do a lot of functions in both our performing arts center and our convention center, and I'm the one who kind of schedules that. People who do audio, people who do sound and lighting, people who do video, and all that type of thing.
Okay, you run the whole show, the whole gamut. Okay, cool. What have you enjoyed the most, here at the festival this weekend, outside of doing all the planning and all the hard work with bringing this together? What do you feel you're most fulfilled about?
To be honest with you, the one thing I thought was going to be my biggest hurdle with this film festival were the panel discussions. I thought the panel discussions were going to crash and burn. I thought that was something that only I was interested in, and they seem to be the most interesting thing for everyone else who came here.
Okay.
I designed the panel discussions to be only about 30 minutes to an hour, and thinking that they'd end in 30 minutes. But a lot of them have gone on to be over an hour.
Right, yeah.
And we have to force them to be
We had a lot of participation, yeah.
Yes.
A lot of good questions, a lot of good feedback from a lot of the guests, the directors, the writers, producers, just offering their specialties and expertise to people. So I think that turned out really well.
I am very happy that that turned out well, and I'm happy that people enjoyed those, because that, like I said, I love to have people talk about their particular interests, like writing, which we had a panel discussion on, and one on female directors in the industry, one on acting, one on cinematography, and so on and so forth. But me being a filmmaker, I thought I was going to be the only one that was interested in that stuff. So.
Okay.
But I'm glad that we got both a mixture of filmmakers interested in this and our general audience interested in it.
Okay. I think that was a good combination to offer something to everyone, from different aspects of the industry, no matter what your role is, what you do. Tell me about just how long it took to put this together, or how long you've been working on it.
Well, officially, we will have been working on it probably this year alone. We started last summer when we were trying to figure out what to put in our building during the summer, because we're a little dead. It's summertime. Most people do events outside. Well, so when they do them outside, our building's dead. So we were trying to come up with some way to have our building have people in it during the summer, the slow months.
Okay.
So last year we hashed the idea of doing a film festival. Me and my partner in crime, Selena Bradstetter, came up with the idea of doing a film festival. Of course, I've always wanted to do a film festival or be part of one, so I jumped at the opportunity. We had to come up with a production proposal first of all. And since I've never done one other than for a film, I kind of designed it around that kind of aspect.
Okay,
so I tried to throw as many pictures in it as possible.
Okay.
And then Selena,
make it visual.
Yeah, and Selena
Okay.
was a huge and instrumental part in making it even more visual and adding in all the technical aspects that potential sponsor or our bosses are going to be interested in.
Okay.
You know, profit margins and, you know, budgetary stuff that I have no
Okay.
idea. I'm a
She
creative
handled
person.
a lot of those logistics. And
She
things
handled
like that.
all
Okay.
of that.
Okay, great.
I'm the creative side, she's the business side, and actually that works out very well for us.
Sounds like a great team.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, it came together really well that you all collaborated really well, because I've enjoyed the festival and everything
Good.
has just been quality. As far as the films, just the setup and the arrangement and your schedule, everything has just worked fine. This is my first one, so I don't have a lot to compare it to, but just in my opinion, it's been great and I've enjoyed it.
Good.
Now talk about being a filmmaker. You mentioned that you're also a filmmaker.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like that is your passion. Just give us some information on other films that you've worked on and just what your background is.
I am primarily I hate to say this because everyone hates film critics, but I went to college, Georgia State University, to get a degree in film criticism and analysis.
Okay.
I love to make films, but my degree was in critique and analysis, and so I became a writer. I'm a big writer of films, shorts, features, whatever have you, and I also write and critique films of all different genres. So that's how I got started in the industry, but I eventually became a producer to produce stuff, and then a director, and I've done everything on set from acting to sound to production management and unit production manage. And I've done a little bit of everything for films. Like some of the films that people will have seen this weekend, I wrote and directed and produced 2 shorts here and 1 feature. But I also happen to have acted in 2. I completely forgot they were in the film festival because any film person knows that you may shoot a film today, but it may not come out for 2 years. And that's kind of how it was.
It's easy to forget in that time span.
That's how it was with a couple of the films that I acted in that I have nothing else to do with, and I see them on the screen and I said, "Oh my God, I forgot I acted in that."
And I'm in that one.
I'm in that one. Yes, that
Okay.
was very eye-opening experience because I had never seen myself on the big screen. Small screen, I look perfectly fine. Big screen, scary.
Okay. Okay. Well, is there anything else you'd like to share with us just about your experience with the first annual film festival, or where do you see it going in the next 3 years, just with all the production that's coming into the region, into the Atlanta area, and some of the new studios that are being developed? How big do you think this is going to become?
Well, well, to be honest with you, I'm a big advocate for indie film production and films. And one of the things I want to do is give a voice to indie filmmakers.
Okay.
This film festival is very big on promoting Georgia filmmakers. Since I've done 3 retrospectives this year, and I'm profiling a whole bunch of Georgia filmmakers this year. Next year, I want to double the amount of retrospectives I do because I know a lot of Georgia filmmakers who have a whole group of films that they've done, and I'd like to be able to show them all at once so people can see the type of films that people here make. So eventually I'd like to have more retrospectives, and I'd like to promote a lot of Georgia filmmakers as much as possible.
Okay.
And hopefully within a couple years, I'd like to be, you know, for the film festival, producing original films made by Georgia filmmakers. You know, a big thing that I love is anthologies. And anthologies have come back. We all know that films like New York, I Love You, Je t'aime Paris, I can't say it in French, but Je t'aime Paris, and there's a whole bunch of them out there. Lots of different anthologies. What I'd like to do is bring together a bunch of Georgia filmmakers and produce an anthology that will then premiere at this film festival, so that it will not only bring in all those filmmakers who are Georgia it will not only bring in those Georgia filmmakers,
Right.
but also bring in the people who like to watch those filmmakers' films.
Okay.
So imagine yourself watching an anthology with about 15 directors associated with a 5 or 7 minute film within that anthology, and then having all those people come here, and then having all their fans come here.
Okay.
And
So
then
just
having
building-
all those fans mingle with all the other people that come to the film festival just to see these type of films.
Okay, so just building that audience base and the rest of the professionals that would be involved. Okay.
Now, I do want to add that despite the fact I love indie filmmakers, we also are profiling lots of bigger films. Like I said, we did.
Okay, as well.
Yes, we want to make sure that a lot of bigger films also get highlighted, because we all know that you may start off as an indie filmmaker, but we all have aspirations of being bigger filmmakers.
Okay.
Like we opened our film festival with Spirit of Love, directed by Darla Ray, who
Yes.
just did a horror film called Brutal with a lot of stars from older films.
Okay.
But she did this film because it's a very inspirational film, and it stars Mike Glenn, who played basketball with Hawks. So it was a great opportunity to showcase someone with Mike Glenn's stature
Okay.
in the film. And then, like, tonight is our closing night film. We have A Fighting Chance, directed by Takashi Dosher, who is the film is about I almost forgot his name. Oh my God, I can't remember. It's embarrassing, but I forgot his. God. I can't remember. But what we're doing is we're profiling our closing film as being A Fighting Chance, directed
Yes.
by Takashi Dosher, and that's another film that highlights someone who's actually from Georgia, but who has had an amazing career in sports.
Okay. Okay, so just highlighting local celebrities or actors from the area, from the region, but also taking it on a bigger scale
Yes.
as well. Okay. Well, thank you for taking this time to talk to me and share a little bit about your experience
You're welcome.
and your passion. And it's been great meeting you and everybody here, and all the great films have been wonderful. So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all the filmmakers. And that's going to wrap it up for us here at the Gwinnett Center International Film Festival. Thank you.